Everybody, it is your Loco Sirens. I'm Liz,
I'm Krista.
and we are here to talk about all things comics for this past week, for the comics that came out on the 6th of May. And it was a pretty big week in comics, not as big as next week is going to be.
Next week is a big one.
Next week is a big one, and I'm going to give a little spoiler to Sunny's show next week. So pay attention, guys, if you're listening, because Sunny always asks for variant insanity. What is the comic with the most variants? I read yesterday. Guess how many variants Absolute Batman number 20 is going to have?
Oh my goodness. Like total? Like like
Total.
like even with the
Total.
exclusive?
That includes everything exclusives, blah, 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 blah. Total.
Oh my goodness. Probably at least like 30.
Oh, way.
Way
You're
more.
you're you're freezing cold. 116
Yeah. Oh
variants.
yeah. I
And
believe
when
it.
19 came out last week or last month, it had the highest of its week at 144
Yep.
variants. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. However, that is such a good story. I am looking forward to it because, of course, also we're getting next month is a little Catwoman.
When your girl.
So, yes, I can't wait for that. That's going to be amazing. But we're not talking about next month's comics. We're talking about the comics that came out just this past Wednesday. I did want to give a shout out to one comic from Free Comic Book Day, or
Ooh.
as the independents were calling it, Comic Giveaway Day,
Comic
which
giveaway.
I actually like better because they're not free. Comic
True.
shops have to pay for those comics. It might be
Yeah.
free for us, the public, but those aren't free. So the comic giveaway kind of sounds more, a little more, I don't know, realistic, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, you pulled this for me because we talked about last week, I was not at Free Comic Book Day for the first time in 3 years. And but you put this in my box. It was so good.
New
Ignition Press, of
ignition.
course, right? I cannot wait now for this to come out. This was so good. It's like,
Yeah.
wow. The story was great. And then after the little opening prologue, you got like the first few pages of the first comic. I'm looking forward to that a lot. So I just wanted to say thank you for putting because
Of
it's
course.
probably not one I would have picked up based on the cover, right?
Right?
So yeah, really out of all of them that I read, and all of them were pretty good. This
It's
one
a
was definitely the best.
It's an odd one, but Ignition's been killing it, so I was like,
I
"Ooh."
have enjoyed everything I've read by them. I'm not reading everything they're putting out. I think there's a couple that I'm not reading. But I'm reading Deluge, Voyeur. Deluge was great. That just ended.
That's ended.
Um, Voyeur,
About to end.
Nectar, and Beauty. Or is
Okay.
Nectar, wait, is
Nectar's
Nectar's not, that's Vault. So
right.
back up, erase Nectar. Yeah, so Ripcord. That's
Ooh,
the other
Ripcord's
one.
good. I
Ripcord
like
is really
Ripcord.
good. And was Red Roots that just no, I think that was Image. I think Red Roots might have been Image.
That was Image.
Yeah, that one was excellent as well.
Roots of Madness is Ignition though.
Ignition, yes. And I read the first one and I read the Ash Can and it just didn't grab me,
That's fair.
you know. So, anyway, let's get right into our top picks
All right.
for the week of comics.
Let's
This
do
was
it.
hard for me. I only had 7 and it was really hard to leave the 2 out that I left out. And I feel kind of bad because it's my 2 Marvel. Like I only got 2 Marvel titles, and I didn't
Ooh.
include either of them in the top 5, although they were not bad. They
That's
just
fair.
they weren't as good as the others. So,
That's fair.
all right. So you lead us off.
You want me to go first?
Absolutely.
All
All
right.
right. Hold on. Let me. All right. I'll tell you what. You watch the chat, and I will pull up your graphics of because I have them loaded already of your
All right.
comics. Correct.
Let's do it.
So
Yeah.
can I just pull them up in the order that I have them, and you just
Yeah.
talk about them, or are they in a specific order?
No, you can just pull them up
Okay.
however you got them.
All right. So here's number 1.
Of course, I had to do Star Wars. So this is Star Wars Rogue One, Cassian Andor. So it's getting more. I love that we're getting a lot more character stories from this
From the
group.
shows. Yeah.
Yeah, from the show. So this was Cassian's story. So, and of course, I had to choose a cover that has nothing to do with
Right, but I love the cover. Oh, I mean, it's Grogu with his little chest plate armor. It's
everybody knows I'm obsessed with the Mandalorian, so of course I had to do the Mando cover.
Cute.
It's so good. That comic is really good, and it's part of a whole series. They're going through all the characters.
All right, here's the next one. I am not reading this. So
it's a good horror story.
Yeah. I love that they're kissing. And you'd think it was going to go up into a heart, but no, it's like a Skeletor nun and some creepy dudes behind them.
A lot of like religious elements and stuff. It's very, very good.
Okay. And these are all your magic cards, which we will get to after this. I think this is the next one. Love this cover.
I love this one too. This is actually from our other topic at the end of the thing. So Barnstormer is a different one.
Okay. So that wasn't it? Okay, my bad. Oh no, I'm sorry. It loads them when I save them, it loads them by the little name instead of in the order.
Oh, you're good.
Anyway, I love this cover so much.
Yeah, this is one of the
thing, whatever it is that's in his hand that almost looks like a baby kitten, but then it's got this wicked long tail.
Yeah.
And the throne of skulls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a really great cover.
Such a good Doom cover. It's from the Ultimate Farewell series that they're doing.
Okay.
It
was a good issue.
Yeah, I'm digging the Fantastic Four series that's happening right now. It's really, really good.
I liked the little crossover that Black Cat did. Yeah, I really thought that was cute. Okay, up here.
If Destruction Be Our Lot. So that's a big number 1 from Image this week. That was so good. I really dug this one. We were all really obsessed with this one at the shop.
Okay, and what is this about?
So it's very like robot oriented. So it's about essentially these like animatronics are like breaking down.
Okay.
And they don't know what to do. Like this one feels like he's breaking down and he's gonna be like turned off, and all these other I'm trying not to give it away. And all these other
it's so hard sometimes.
Oh, it's so good though. So if you're really into kind of like futuristic kind of like animatronics, like robot stuff, you would really like it. It's interesting.
Right.
That's a really, really good one. So I'm really digging that one.
Okay. Okay. I can't find your 5th one. Tell me what it is. I'm looking here unless you see it here in the graphics. Did I not? I might have missed it.
That's all right.
And not download. If you don't see it, I can download it. Oh, wait. Is this it? No, that was the other one.
It was Ben 10.
Oh. Here. That one.
There it is. All right. And of course, that was like the big comic of the week that came out of nowhere from Dynamite was Ben 10. If you like watched the show back in the day. So this is kind of bringing it back. And This was such a good story.
It's such a great cover.
Right, I loved this cover. It's really good.
The green of the lightning or whatever that's coming out of his gauntlet.
Yeah, say it's all coming from the gauntlet. It's
absolutely, I like that a lot. And ironically, I like that it's a 10 because tonight we're doing, top 10 female characters from indie publishers. So, kind of plays into theme. All right, so that was not a bad 5.
Yeah, those are my top 5.
And they were all good reads this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them all.
Well, almost not all, but almost all mine are DC this week. So first off is, of course, Absolute Batman, of which I got the A cover, but I also got
Superman.
Absolute Superman. If I said something else, I didn't mean to.
You're good.
Absolute Superman. This is number 19. This cover is by Chama Hill, and Teth Adam was kind of introduced in 18. So this, you really get more into Black Adam, and anything that has Black Adam in it, I'm sold. But how they're introducing him and the way he is in the Absolute universe is amazing, like everything else they've done. And I just love what they're doing with this, with these characters that we think we know so well. Some of them are staying the same, but in other ways they're totally different, so yeah, it was really good. I'm really glad that I'm reading Absolute Superman now with Batman and the Absolute Batman and Absolute Wonder Woman, because I feel like I'm getting more of the story. So next up for me in my top 5 was Batman number 9, and not just because this is the big Barbara Gordon gets busted. This is the big intro. It's the prelude to her series that starts next week. I'm excited about that. Great introduction. And little bit of a spoiler alert, so if you don't want to hear. I really love how this thing, it's like a sting. I mean, they kind of allude to that on like page 2, and then the rest we're not going to know. You can't spoil because you don't know, right? But I'm just really, really, really interested to see where it's going, especially with all the advertisements out there about, Barbara formally leaving the Bat family after 59 years, blah, 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 blah. And I can't wait for her, her little stint in prison. I think that's going to be great.
It's going to be real fun.
It's funny, I didn't pull it out because I figured you'd have it. I would have picked the Ohm cover. However, the Nubovich I did get. I haven't been getting the Nuboviches lately because the covers haven't been all that great. However, I will give him this. No one draws creepy plants better.
Agreed.
Nubovich, right? And this one really doesn't disappoint.
It's so good.
This is just the color is so warm. And on a real close up, these little bubble thingies, they're creepy. It's like there's something growing inside them. And yeah, I really tossed and turned between getting this one and getting one of the others that was available on top of the email. I went with this one instead because I'm trying to be good. And I'm glad I got it but I also did get the Ohm, which I'm not showing because I already actually have it put away because I figured you'd show it.
I thought about it, and then I figured, ironically, I figured
I would show it, right?
I figured you would.
Ohm's Harley Quinn, I'm not Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy 44 was amazing. Great picture of Pam on the cover.
Great coloring.
We just are not showing it right tonight. So next are my two independents that I picked. I have to kind of give a shout out to also the comic giveaway day issue from Boom, which was a prequel to this, which is Fall of the House of Slaughter. And this did not disappoint.
Hi, Chad. It was so good.
Isn't that great? And Cecilia is such an evil bitch. Excuse my language, folks.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
not kid friendly. Um, she she's such an evil bitch. In the free comic book, you learn a whole bunch about the mechanisms that she is doing behind the scenes. You also learn Erica's fate, which I'm not going to spoil. Go if you haven't gone to your local comic store, go to your local comic store and see if they have any of the Boom free comic book or comic book giveaway day comics left, and read it because it's good. Something's killing the children. Road to Slaughter. It's excellent. And then this is the first, and we all know this story is so good, right? The whole Something's Killing the Children universe is just amazing. I'm really glad that we're now finally moving forward and we're not continually going back to Erica as a kid, or worse, Cecilia and Jessica as kids, right? So I'm really glad we're moving forward. And this issue did not disappoint. It was full of intrigue and surprises and mystery from page 1 to page 38. It was, it was really good. Art is excellent. It's actually not written by James Tynion the Fourth. He's obviously credited on the title because it's his series, but this particular comic, at least, was written by Nate Bromball, and really, really, really good. I'm looking forward to seeing the Fall of the House of Slaughter. And finally, last but not least, we talked about this on Wednesday. Definitely made my top 5. Sleepy Hollow, The Witches of the Western Wood. Oh my gosh. If you loved the movie and you loved all the witchy stuff in the movie, go to your local comic store and get this comic, because it's all about the witch and how she got that way and her mom and what happened to them as children that you only get a little snippet of in the movie. And this basically says, I should have read the inside, right? It basically says right on the front cover that this is directly tied to the movie and not to the Sleepy Hollow comics that have been released.
Right, like
so
that just happened.
It was so good. And there's more because it was to be continued.
Yes.
So I don't know if this is going to be like a 3-shot or an ongoing or whatever, but please make sure that this gets on my list.
I got you. It's really good. I liked it a lot too.
So good. And you know me, I love anything witchy. That is it for my top 5 of the week. Oh my gosh, we've got some comments. We've got Chad out there. Hey Chad. Hey, from New York. And wow, all the way to New York. Glad to have you. Glad you're watching. We're getting ready to move right on into our big
topic
of the night. Our top 10 indie publishers. Basically, we for me anyway, I'm assuming Krista did the same thing. I figured any other publisher was free game. And it was really hard for me. It was really hard to put this list together. Anything was fair game except for Marvel and DC, which we're going to do 2 separate shows for those two topics. Because we feel doing a top 10 of just female characters doesn't even come close to touching on the vast
we had to
quality.
do it a little bit.
Yeah, and so we want to dig in a little deeper. We're also going to be looking at eventually our top 10 writers, top 10 female artists. So yeah, and we aren't going to bombard you with these every week, but this is our first. I'm going to follow the template from Codex. So we're going to go from 10 up to 1. Chris is gonna go first, and then me. Well, actually, I'll go first this time because you went first with the comics. So I'll go first, and then Krista. And we know we have 2 overlaps, but I'm interested to see where on the list we put each of those 2 characters. And I was also very surprised that we only have two overlaps.
That's pretty crazy.
I, though, am going to start with my honorable mention. I had one honorable mention. She got bumped off of the list by somebody else. But Linda Turner, the original Black Cat from the Alfred Harvey comics from back in the 30s and 40s. She is actually, I believe, no, I guess she doesn't, because it says 1941 on this particular one. But they copied Catwoman, copied this costume in the 60s, in the late 50s, early 60s. And anyway, Linda Turner, she is an actress in Hollywood who is a crime fighter, the Black Cat at night. And I could not fit her on my list, but I did think because she is one of those early heroines from the 40s that there were so few of, that she deserved to be on an honorable mention. And I know you didn't have an image, but do you have an honorable mention that you just want to throw out there?
Ooh. Not that I can think of at the moment. I worked so hard on this list. It's also hard trying to make sure that they were not at all related to Marvel or DC.
I gotcha.
I had one that was from the Sandman universe, and then I was back when it was Vertigo, but then technically that was owned by DC. So I'm gonna save that.
You know, there were a couple people that I did that too, that I had them on there, and then oh no, this is DC Black Label. I can't. Oh no, this is DC Vertigo. I can't.
Exactly. Struggle.
It's really, really, really hard. Okay, were you able to get the graphics open so that you can do your show for your number 10?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna kind of remove mine as we go so that's one less you have to look through.
Okay.
And I'm going to take your comics off because we did those too. 2. I figure we'll talk about the magic cards at the very end.
Yeah, that's fine.
3, 4, and 5. All right, that gets those out of your way. Okay. And if you just hover your mouse over it, you can see the show, and you just click.
All right, so I'm ready.
All right, let's go. What's your number 10, darling?
Ready. All right, so number 10,
Ooh.
I have, I chose Liz. Ironically, her name is Liz.
Oh, I love
it. So I chose her from Hellboy Seed of Destruction from 1994. So I love this character. So she's such a tragic character. She is a fire starter in the universe, and she constantly gets like kidnapped and has all kinds of problems. She grew up with Hellboy. They were actually like childhood best friends.
Okay.
But she's a strong character. She's got great power.
Excellent. So, now she's not your honorable mention. She's your number 10, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Good pick. I like the Hellboy. All right. So my number 10 is, and this is one of our duplicates. And where did I put her picture? There's two of them in here. This one is. So
Yeah.
Josie, and so I grew up with her as Josie James. She was Josie Jones before I was born. And then in the late 60s, sometime in the early 70s, she became Josie James. And then after the movie came out in the 2000s, they made it McCoy, and she has been Josie McCoy in the comics ever since. But I just love her so much. I loved her when I was a little girl because she had red hair and green eyes and cat ears and sang with a guitar. She was just awesome. And I still enjoy the comics today. So that is my number 10, Josie. Josie McCoy from Josie and the Pussycats.
All right.
All right. I'm going to remove your number. There we go. All right. So, I shouldn't have done that actually. Because I have to go back and show those again. All right. So now you're number 9.
So ironically, for my number 9, I also chose. I have to. I love her so much.
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome.
We had no idea going into this who each other chose, by the way.
We really did not. I only learned that when I downloaded the pictures earlier today. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so funny.
We figured there'd be some
he is
crossover.
not somebody that I thought you would put on your list. I didn't know you were Josie and the Pussycats fan. So,
Yeah.
which tickled me to death because one more thing we have in common, right?
Yeah. I know I'm dark and spooky, but I still like Josie.
Yeah, and it was hard because I had Betty on my list and she dropped off for a couple other people. But it was because it was a toss between her and Betty, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so my number 9 is Laura Croft, Tomb Raider. I love this Michael Turner. His art of her back in the 90s is just so good, and I love her look. I love the thigh holsters and the long ass braid and the glasses, and she is such a cool archaeologist and an adventurer and treasure finder, and very first computer game that I ever played off of the desktop computer. Like the first Nintendo handheld game I ever played was a Tomb Raider game.
Nice.
And yeah, so she's one of the few people on my list. Josie is one of them, but that has had, since she debuted in the 90s, pretty much continual series published. Varying publishers have held her rights, I'm assuming, because she's been in Dynamite, IDW, Image.
Yeah.
I want to even say Volt did a run of hers. So she's appeared in multiple different indie. But anyway, all right. So who is your 8?
So number 8, this is an odd one. I chose Torchy Brown. So Torchy Brown is a character from, I looked it up, let me see, from the looks like the 50s.
Okay.
So the artist is Jackie Orms, and she was the first African American woman cartoonist. And
I love that you included the image of her there.
Yeah, I thought it was important. and she worked on like many other like comics along with like Patty Joe and Ginger, so many different other stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, so Torchy Brown, it's a really cool comic where she actually has a doctor.
Okay.
Like her husband's a doctor, and so they work with the dynamic of that, and it shows they deal with like racism and all kinds of other struggles like back in the day. So
Oh, I love that.
yeah, so it's a really big important comic back in the day, and Torchy's just like she's just a badass.
She
So
looks like a badass. No, she
yeah.
really looks like a badass.
Oh yeah, they're
100%.
great. They're great. They're hard comics to find. Like they're hard little like little panels to find.
Yeah.
But Torchy's just a cool character, and there's always like little like shots of her like putting on her different outfits. So it's almost like a Barbie situation where they have like the different outfits for like what her characters could be going through every day. So, oh, well, she's going to have the nurse outfit on, or she's going to have the housewife outfit on.
Oh, I like that.
That was really cool. So, yeah.
Yeah. There used to be a comic back in the day, and I cannot remember. It wasn't like a big, wasn't a DC or Marvel, but it was like that, where it actually gave you like a paper doll in the back.
Yeah.
With clothes, you know, and you popped out the clothing out of the cover, and oh yeah, those were huge in the 70s, especially.
Yeah.
All right, well, my number 8 is Aphrodite 9.
Ooh, good pick.
She is a sapient android assassin. She is totally badass. She's gorgeous. She loves flashing her ass. Like on most of the covers, you get a nice ass shot. She tangles with Witchblade and Darkness. That's where, you know, she first appeared. She had her own run for a while with Top Cow and Image when they were one comic. And it's funny because I had a bunch of them. And when I was moving from Wenatchee to here, I gutted my indie comics, except for Witchblade and Darkness. Seriously. I like kept the Tales of the Witchblade, Darkness, the Tales of Darkness, and then I kept the Magdalena, and that was it. Everything else, like all my Tomb Raiders, my Aphrodite X's, my Ascensions, all these others, I sold to a local comic geek before I moved. And now I'm kicking myself for having done that. However, bygones, bygones. I'm seriously considering collecting her run again. Love her so much. She is back in the Witchblade comics right now.
Oh.
She has been tangling with Sarah for the last two issues. So I'm really excited to see that and hope that that means that Image might be bringing her back the way they brought back Witchblade and Darkness. Fingers crossed. So that's my 8. Here we go. Ready for 7?
Yeah. So I chose Zawa.
Zawa?
So I feel her. So Zawa is this kind of like Mother Nature spirit.
Okay.
It's a very
I
cute.
love her hair so much.
Oh yeah. I want to cosplay her.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
I might actually do it for Fall LawCon. I've actually been playing with the idea of cosplaying her.
There's got to be a way we can creatively do the pink balls in the hair.
Yeah, she always has like flowers and stuff in her hair. So she's this like mythical creature. And she is, and again, she's supposed to just represent like Mother Nature. It's a lot like the movie Moana, where they're, you know, something is wrong and they're trying to like bring nature back, and these kids are helping her along her way.
Okay.
She is really big on snacks. So she also has like a Stitch personality where she's very feral.
Okay.
So I love Zawa so much. She's just such a fun.
What is she from?
She's from a comic called Zawa.
Okay, awesome.
Zawa.
I love it. I love it.
So
So cute.
that is
Your number 7. All right.
Yeah.
My number 7 is a new character, just introduced last year, but she is totally bad.
Yes.
Jessamy. This is a vampire executioner, fixer, kinda more fixer than an executioner, of some council of worldwide vampires that polices all the rest of the vampires in the world. And this little 3-issue arc that she had in the Stake universe last year, she got pulled to America because these vampires were running wild. They thought they could get away with it because they're in the new country. This is about 1800s, late 17, early 1800s. And she shows up to prove them wrong. And it's a great little 3-issue run. She is so badass.
Love.
She is just so badass. I could not include her. She just, yeah, she is like one of my new, she's up there with another woman on my list as one of my newer favorites. All right. Oh my gosh, we're already almost halfway done. We're at 6.
This is where the fun begins.
Right?
All right. Where's that wacky girl? For my number 6. There she is. I chose Tank Girl.
She was one of the few. Yeah, I only knew 2 on your list just by looking at the pictures, and she was one of them.
Love Tank Girl. She is raunchy. She like lives literally in a tank, and she comes story by an ice cream truck. She's hysterical.
She's amazing.
I love Tank Girl.
Fun. Even did you like the movie?
Yeah,
I did too. I did too. I thought the movie was great. Oh my gosh! So, and what is I know she had her own title. Who put it out?
Oh my gosh, I had it written down at one point. It was like a British, because she started as a British comic.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was a UK comic.
She's from the magazine Deadline.
Okay.
Deadline Publications, which is through like Dark Horse and Vertigo.
Yes.
But she's a crazy fun character, but because it came out in the late 80s, so it was all during like war times and stuff. And
absolutely
balls to the wall. I love her so much. I had to put her on here. I love her.
Yep. All right.
That's my 6.
So my number 6 is Aspen Matthews, Fathom. She is like Aquaman and Mera rolled into one character. She can turn herself completely into water. There is nothing she can't do with water. She can freeze it. She can boil it. She can turn it into steam. She can send waves at you. She can control or communicate with animals. She can channel huge amounts of quote unquote blue energy. She's one of the characters that Michael Turner created in the final years of his life, and I love her so much. She's had varying comics at both IDW, mostly Image, and some at Aspen Comics, which is the comic company that was founded by Michael Turner and Mark Silvestri.
Okay.
When they wanted to do stuff that Image and Top Cow and Wizard would not let them do.
Mm.
So they went off and did their own thing, and then of course Michael died, and Silvestri and other writers and artists kept Aspen going, is still going as far as I know, and but repaired the fractured relationship with Image, and most of the stuff for her is put out through Image now. I couldn't really find a picture that I really liked that showed her capabilities. This was as close as I could get.
This is a good one. The art is good.
Yeah, I really like the effect of how she's half water and half human. But yeah, she's
giving Atlantis.
Yeah, she's very powerful, and but not young and naive and still learning her powers at the beginning of the series. And of course, as the series goes on, she gets more adept and finds her own. It's a wonderful story that's very Atlantis themed. Excuse me. So that's it for my 6. Now we're on to our top 5, ladies and gentlemen, if you can believe that. Oh my gosh. So who is your number 5, darling?
Right. So I chose Tilly from Barnstormers.
Oh.
Have you ever read Barnstormers?
I have not read that at all.
So it's
I love this cover so much.
If you can't tell, it's a Lotte because
I knew it right away.
Oh yeah,
knew it right away. There's something in the softness of her art that's very easy to tell. I say softness. Do you know how in TV shows or movies, sometimes if they're doing a quote unquote dream sequence,
yes,
everything around the edge of the screen is fuzzy?
Yeah.
Right? To give you that kind of, this isn't real, this is a dream, right? That's what her art reminds me of. The edges of her art always fade out to a little bit of a fuzz. Like if you look at the bottom of her fingers,
exactly,
right? Or the clouds through the tree, through the glass, it's very subtle, but to me, it gives it that dreamlike quality that I love about her work. Gives it a soft glow, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. She actually was, she partnered with Becky Cloonan on Somna, and it was a character that you would see her during the day and you would see her in her dreams, and Lotte would do her dream sequences. So you're spot on.
Yes.
That almost made this. Yeah. I did not choose Somna at all, like the character at all from this, because as much as I love that story, that character I wouldn't necessarily say is in my top 10 like female characters, but that's story.
I loved her arc, but for lack of a better term, she's not strong enough for me.
That's exactly it.
Because I loved the series.
Yes.
Loved it. But that's not the character. That's not who the character was. The character was a victim right up until 100%. The very end.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
And while that's okay, I didn't mind that at all for what the story was. That isn't something that I would put a top 10 character in.
Yeah. So that story is gonna go in like my top story, like female, like writer and artist most likely, but it's just not gonna be character for right now.
Absolutely. All right. Well,
I think Barnstormer.
Yes. Yeah, I love that so much. So good. And I've heard really good things about this series.
It's a Bonnie and Clyde kind of story. So she's got that kind of, she's a runaway bride, Bonnie kind of character. So I love her so much. She was a fun character.
Yeah.
So
she's my gosh. So my number 5 is a character that we already spoke about, actually. If I can find the image here. One, two, is that it? Yes, there she is.
Yes.
Erica Slaughter from Something is Killing the Children. This is, of course, Jenny Friesen's art here. I love this cover. I actually have this cover. This character is so awesome. She is so awesome. She killed a monster as a child. If you know anything about the Something is Killing the Children universe, the monster hunters are usually recruited as children who have survived a monster attack, and just like in lots of fairy tales and fantasy stories, only children can see monsters. Once we pass a certain age, we can no longer see monsters, probably because we lose that innocence, belief of anything is possible that we have as children, as the jadedness of life strikes us in our teens and on forward, right? So anyway, in the Order of St. George, which is the order that trains monster hunters, Erica was brought in by another Black Mask, Jessica, who was an alcoholic and had lots of issues and was not the greatest trainer in the world. But Erica is the best monster hunter to ever come out of the Black Mask American. I think Chicago House of St. George, Order of St. George, excuse me. She's amazing. She is the star of both the House of Slaughter and the Something is Killing the Children universe. She uses a machete. She uses knives like the one in her hand. She uses chainsaws to go after monsters. She's got these wicked killer green eyes. Yeah, she is amazing. She is so badass. Um, I really enjoy her as a
That was
character.
such a good freezing cover too.
Yeah, Jenny Knox, the Something's Killing the Children covers, just woof. She does Erica really well, really well. All right, so we're at number 5. No,
We're
4. Excuse
number
me. We just did
4.
5. So now we're 4.
All right, so my number 4. So this is Laura from Wicked and the Divine.
Yeah.
I love Wicked and the Divine so much. It's all the characters are. I actually struggled, but I did go with Laura. Starts out
There
as a
are
little girl.
so many good characters
There
in
are.
that series. Like, you could pick any of the 12, really.
I honestly almost chose Lucifer because I love her so much.
Yes, and I just love that it's
With her
the
David Bowie kind
iteration
of vibe.
of Lucifer as a woman.
Yes. Yeah, she looks like kind of like that David Bowie kind of vibe.
Absolutely.
Like the white suit.
I love the white suit so much.
Yeah. But
now those would be, you know how Rob and John have gotten Order of St. George. No, well, yes, Order of St. George tattoos, but Rob's also gotten the nice house.
Yeah.
By the lake, the symbol.
Mm-hmm.
I could totally do a couple of the symbols from Wicked and Divine.
Oh, me too.
Tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Those symbols were amazing. I have that series in hardback. I could not put it down. I flew through all 5 books.
Oh yeah. I have all of them.
Yeah. I don't have the single issues, but I have it in that black leather hardback edition.
Ooh,
it's
yeah.
nice. I got it from Rob, actually, right shortly after I moved here and started shopping there. He sold me the whole set. He had gotten it, from an estate, and he sold it to me at a very reasonable price. So for, it doesn't have the paper covers. It's just the leather bound, but
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's still, it was so good.
I love that.
So good. All right, so that was your number 4, and
Your
this
turn.
is this one you haven't said her yet, so she's higher on your list
Uh-oh, I'm
than
scared.
she is on mine. This is our second crossover, and
Oh
wow,
yeah.
that's a huge picture. It hit us completely. Here we go. Samantha Sam Strong, the murderer of Woodville, beneath the trees that nobody sees. Oh my God, she's a murderous bear. And that comic reminds me of the Bernstein Bear storybooks. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? The art is very similar. The town that the Bernstein Bears live in, very similar to Woodville. And I think that's what drew me to the comic to begin with. And it is straight up horror. As you can see in this image,
Yeah.
right? You can see the duck, how she's like mutilated the duck. And he's got like half of just half of his head missing. Oh my God, she is just so creepy, and she gets away with it, and she's like super popular in town, and everybody knows her, and she runs the hardware store, so she has access to like everything, right? A serial killer needs. And it's just so great to see this cuddly teddy bear that's a murderer. I'm gonna really miss the Beneath the Trees universe now that that's ended. I'm hoping it
For
comes
now.
for now. Yeah, I'm hoping we get to see more of the adventures of Samantha Strong. So there she is. That was my number 4. So now we move in to number 3.
So, ironically, number 3 for me.
And we did the same thing with Josie. You ranked her just one. Well, no, with Josie, I ranked her one step higher. With Sam, you did her one step higher. So I
Yeah.
love that so much that we're like thinking about it.
But she is such a fascinating little like sociopath because she's well aware that she's got a problem, and but she's like, I have it under control. I just go out once a month. I go
Yeah.
into it. She's so organized with her
Yep.
thoughts. She covers her store. She goes to a big city, finds just a random nobody, gets it out of her system, and then goes back to work the next day.
Yeah.
And I love that. And then she doesn't really go crazy until all of a sudden there's a copycat, and then she's like, there can only be one. That's
Right.
me. And I'm like,
Yes.
ooh, she's so fun.
Yeah. She's really fun.
She popped up in
Really fun.
DCKO and was thwarting people. Like she's such a
Yes.
great character. I want her popping up everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. I love that.
So,
I love that boss battle so much
yeah, it was
that
fun.
they did, just being able to pull in all of these characters from all over different comic universes. It was watching Sabrina go
Yeah,
at it with was it Vampirella?
and like Red
Or was
Sonja.
it Satana? It might have been no, who was it that she went up against? It might have been Satana.
I think it was Zatanna.
It was hilarious. Yes,
I wish they had
absolutely.
their own issue though. I wish like that issue of boss battle, I wish was like several issues
Mhm.
because I feel
It
like each
wasn't long enough.
battle, yeah,
Yes,
each
we
battle should have had
needed
its own
they
issue.
should have given us a full issue of each one of those fights.
Exactly.
That would have
I think
been
that was better.
so much more fun.
I agree.
All right,
All right,
so
so that's
my
mine.
number 3 is
Yes.
the Queen of Demons herself, Lilith. Now, I'm biased because I roleplay Lilith on my London server. She's actually bound in a ring because Lucifer's mad at her. Her husband's mad at her, so he's not letting her out of hell right now. But this comic by Corin Howell was so amazing. We got two short little runs, one in 2024, one in 2025. We're getting more Lilith the end of this year. She is, I mean, look at her. She is eating an eyeball.
I love her.
I mean, she's perfect. She is vampire, demon,
Succubus.
witch. She's befriended a human who's probably got witch blood in her,
Mm-hmm.
who to read this book that Lilith can't read. She's like forbidden from reading it. So she's getting this poor innocent who she really is starting to care about to
Yeah.
read it for her. And the brother and the girl's brother's suspicious. And meanwhile, some other demon showed up at the end of the series and was like, let's team up. So really looking forward to what Corin's got in store for us this year with Lilith. But yeah, she's the first woman. I mean, how can you not put her on any top female list, in my opinion? Right?
Agreed.
She is the first woman. So yeah, and the comic has just been so good. So I'm really looking forward to what we get this year from Corin and more Lilith. Okay, here we go. Our top two.
Top two. All right.
All right. So number two.
So my number two was really hard for me to pick. And my top five were so hard. And ironically, Lilith was on my list for the longest time. Because I've been thinking about this for a while and working on my list like all week.
Okay.
And I had Lilith on my list, but I was like, you know what? I'm trying to do a lot. Like, there's so many females across like time.
Uh-huh.
And I was trying to like have a good one. And who else is very similar to Lilith? I chose Vampirella.
I went back and forth between the two as well. I really did, because it's hard to pick between the two of them, right?
Yeah,
Vampirella is so amazing.
But she's so iconic. She is like the OG. And I looked it up.
I love this number one.
Yeah.
That you got here.
Yeah, I chose her number one photo from 1969. I love it's 69 because of course.
1969 was a whole whopping year old. You weren't born yet, but I was a year old. Wow, I'm older than Vampirella.
By 1 year.
By 1 year.
But
she's
Trina,
57, I'm 58.
No, even though she is traditionally written by men, I did look it up. Trina Robbins is actually she was the colorist, and she's the one who actually designed her signature outfit.
Okay, I did not know that.
So, which is really,
there we go, a female artist all the way back in 1969.
Which is super cool.
Or inker, which is still an artist.
Yeah.
I love the wing, like the shadow of those demon wings kind of behind her butt.
So it's so good.
Yeah.
And it looks like a spotlight.
She's another one who's like never, since 1969, I don't think there's ever been a break for longer than a few months.
Yeah.
In publications of her comic. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but
there's always something Vampirella, and she's iconic. I love her, so she had to be high on my list. She's iconic.
Yeah. Well, I can see why she's high on your list. I cannot blame you at all. Interestingly, my number two has had a crossover with your number two, and mine is Sarah Pezzini.
I knew it. I knew she was going to be so high on your list.
Yeah, she is the comic that got between her, like she actually came out like a couple years after Jim Balent's Catwoman. So like I was only getting Catwoman, and then Witchblade came out, and I started to get Witchblade, and that's when I really started expanding into other titles. Because then Darkness came out, then the Magdalena, then Aphrodite X, and then Ascension. Like Top Cow, Wizard, an Image. They were all like kind of like one thing back then.
Mhm.
They were like Ignition Press is this year and last year. Do you know what I mean? They were the new kids on the block, and they were just putting out such good stuff. And they were creator owned versus the big two that, you know, were all bureaucracy. And her story is just iconic. She's, you know, got over 200 issues in her original, you know, in the original series there's 154, and then now there's, I think we're on 17 or 18 in the new titles that came out a couple years ago.
Sounds right.
So yeah, she's a badass cop during, you know, and then she's got this incredible thing that turns her into a living weapon. So anytime a character's a living weapon, you got, you know, you got me.
Mhm.
So that's it. That's my two. So drum roll, please. Krista's number one pick.
I chose Alana from Saga.
Okay, I
Saga.
love the baby at the breast.
Have you read Saga?
I have not, but I've heard good things about it.
That is very possibly my all-time favorite comic. It is so good. I have it in so many different versions. I have figures. The one time I went up to Midtown Comics in New York, I actually bought some pins and pretty much anything Saga I could find. I'm so obsessed with Saga. So it's a space opera. It's
Okay.
so good. So it deals with like a lot of like politics in between these like planets. So she is a security officer for a prison,
Okay.
and he falls in love with one of the inmates.
Okay.
They run away together, and it becomes a huge international issue because these two planets are pretty much making all their money off war, and they're constantly fighting with each other, and there's all these politics, and they cannot let anybody know that they can get along.
Okay. Wow.
And the very first page of the very first issue is just her giving birth to their kid.
Okay.
And it's a very raunchy comic. It's by Brian K. Vaughan.
Okay.
It's very queer coded. It's very queer friendly. It's got so many strong women, and she is an absolute badass. She's so cool. I love her so much. She's one of my favorite comic book
She
characters.
looks like a badass, just standing there,
She's
gun
got-
gun in one hand, baby in the
oh
other
yeah,
on the breast. Just
oh yeah.
total badass.
She's got wings. She's got like short, choppy black hair. With
Black
like
hair looks like green hair there.
it's got green in it. She does whatever it takes for her family. Like she was at one point they're living in a small town, and they're constantly in hiding. She is
Okay.
a TV luchador for a while, so she literally
Okay.
goes and like fights on TV. She does
Gotcha.
whatever it takes for her people. So I chose her because
I
she is
love it.
one of the best characters ever written.
All right, so let's review your top 10. So we're gonna go with 10 was Liz from Hellboy.
Yep. And then it was
9 was, oh no, that's my
Josie.
Josie. Where's your Josie? There's your Josie. Okay, Josie from Josie and the Pussycats. And then 8 was Torchy Brown. I know she's here somewhere. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? I don't see it on here. Is it gone?
It may have disappeared.
Oh, hold on. Well, let me add it back because we need it there. There she is. All right. All right. Torchy Brown for number 8.
That was
All
8.
right, and then we have Zawa, and you would think that would be easy to find here too. I did not delete that. I know I didn't.
That was my little green hair girl. My little
I
green.
know. Why don't I see her?
Did she disappear too?
No, that's not
Come
her.
on.
Oh, wait, maybe I need to scroll down. Wait. Who? That is so weird. I might have accidentally hit the X. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I don't know.
Okay, wait. Why don't I have her on here? Oh, there she is. Okay. All right, one more. I'm sorry, folks. Not sure what the heck is going on here. There we go. Zawa is number
Sawa.
7. And then we have Tank Girl at number 6. And we have Miss Tilly from the Barnstormers at number 5. And we have Laura from Wicked and Divine. And why can't I find that one? It was just
Where she's gone to.
I know I didn't delete that one. It came up recently.
Yeah, I just had her.
Barnstormers. Oh, no, that's okay. I'm losing my freaking mind here. I was gonna say we just had it up.
Maybe just pull
All
back
right, there we go.
Here we go.
Laura
There
from
she
Wicked
is.
and Divine. And then that's number 4. And then we have Sam Strong at number 3. And we have Vampirella. No, we did not get rid of that too.
Gosh, I just saw her.
Oh, she was just up.
There she is.
There she is. Okay, there you go. All right. Now we got Vampirella. And then last but not least, again. All right. There she is, Alana. I love that name. Alana from Saiga.
Yeah. So those are my top 10.
No, it's Krista's top 10. All right. And now, my number 1. Now we're going to review my top 10 first. So we have, hopefully they're not all gone this time. So we've got number 10, Josie from Josie and the Pussycats. And number 9, Laura Croft. And we have number 8, we have Aphrodite X. And then for number 7, we have Miss Jessime from the Stake Universe. And then number 6 is Ashton Matthews from Fathom. And number 5 is Miss Erica Slaughter from Something's Killing the Children, Boom Comics. And then we've got, again, Sam Strong, Murderer of Woodville, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. And then number 3 is Lilith. Number 2 is Witchblade. And number 1, drumroll.
I'm ready.
Dawn!
Yes!
The goddess. She is so cool.
Great.
I love her so much. Everything about her. I love the 3 tears that are coming down, which she's crying for humanity. I love that there's always the Veronica Lake. They won't, one side of her face is always covering the other eye. The rose for beauty with the vine to remind her of the pain of love, and the chain that binds her on the other wrist. She is always in some risque outfit, even when she's in jeans, like she's wearing this top and the jeans are like real low on the hips, so you can see the the garters and everything. But she's had several different series. There was Return of the Goddess, Lucifer's Halo, Crypt of Dawn, Swordmaster's Daughter, Last Turn of the Earth, and then just Dawn. Started it all out in the late 80s. Black and white comics that the content of these comics, I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. They go through every taboo. There's an issue with somebody's eating a baby.
Wow.
Yes. I mean,
We'll
if
go there.
you're interested, those of you out there, in some really different kind of social commentary, especially in the late 80s and early 90s, um, Angry Christ comics. You can get most of the Dawn stuff, um, most of the Dawn series in trade paperback under the name Angry Christ Comics. And yeah, just all sorts of taboo subjects that normally were off limits, and actually apparently uh, Joseph Michael Linzer and the other guy who did a lot of the writing, whose name is escaping me at the moment, so I apologize for that, um, actually like set out to write and depict in images like every subject that is like non grata, you know,
Mm-hmm.
from anti-religion to a religious iconotry to socially accepted norms and then social taboos. Yeah, it's very good, and she's beautiful, and she's a redhead. What's not to like, right? I mean, she is
Gotta love them.
a gorgeous. And once they got out of that, which is what all of the first like 6 Dawn comics are, like she's on the cover and she kind of features in them a little bit, but they're mostly like she's just kind of like eye candy for, on the covers, right? And
Right.
then once you get into the 90s, you start getting actual stories. You get her story, and one of those, and she's involved in one of those iconic love stories with death, right? Where there's that constant death and rebirth, and how their love is just this never-ending cycle, and it's beautifully written. So that's it. That's my 10. That's Krista's 10. We did it. We did it. And we did it in under an hour and a half, which I'm like, wow. But we are not done, folks, because even though we are now done with the top 10 portion, which we hope you enjoyed, and we will be doing again in probably 2 or 3 weeks, where we will be hitting, I think, let's do writers before we go into female characters for the big. I want to kind of like break it up.
I
Do you
like
know what
it.
I mean? Like do a writer, and then we'll do like either DC or Marvel, and then we'll do like artist, and then we'll do the final
Yeah.
part. We'll do the final publisher. Um, but so something else came out this week that now I'm going to actually delete some of these images off of here, so your cards are easy to find.
Okay.
So you take it away, because this is, I did not even, I don't follow Magic the Gathering, so I did not even know about this. And oops, no,
Nope.
we don't want to do that. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
So I just wanted to talk about it because I think it's so cool. I'm a huge like RPG fan, and I love like card collecting stuff. And
Well, that's what we're here for. We're here to talk about the things that we love.
so I just think it's really cool that there are so many different there's like a whole set that's coming out that just came out this week. There are 4 covers of Marvel Comics where they're doing different MGT covers, and I just wanted to show them off because I think they're really cool. I'm gonna collect all of them.
So I heard that they're going to be doing them. It's not just going to be these 4. They're going to be doing it on like almost all the titles are going to have like a special.
Girl, there are like 20 or something of these. There's gonna
I'm
be
hoping
so
that
many.
they'll be like so like Rogue. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't see one for Storm, but I also was in a hurry and didn't look So I just kind of pulled Storm the A cover off the shelf. But I'm hoping to see him for like Rogue, Black Cat, you know.
Be really, really cool. So far this week, it was for Fantastic Four, Moon Knight, Spider-Man.
Yes, I love that one. Spider-Gwen.
And there's Spider-Gwen. Yeah, no, so they're different Spider-Man characters on
Excellent
cards. But they look how good that is. That's literally the entire cover. So they look like cards.
Yeah, no, I love that. That is amazing. I really like that one. So there were 2 Spider-Mans. There was this one, the Spectacular Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
And then Spider-Punk. Okay.
Spider-Punk and then Peter Parker. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
They're going through all the different Spider-Man characters and stuff.
Okay. It's so and cool. Then what's the 4th one?
There's just 2. So Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That was
Spider-Man. Okay, so 3 Parker. Spider-Man and a Spider-Gwen.
Yeah. Spider-Punk and then Spider-Punk.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 4. There were 4 total. You said that. I don't know why I was thinking 5.
You're so good.
Not really, but thank you. They're awesome. So they are going to be coming out on lots of different titles.
Yeah.
It was just this past week, it was Spider-Man.
I think it's just going to be all Spider-Man characters, but they only released 4 so far.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I might get lucky with Black Cat. She is a Spider-Man character.
I think there is going to be a Black Cat one.
Make sure I get that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't even see those in the catalog. You know?
I didn't either initially. And then I was checking online like a week or 2 ago. Not a week or 2 ago, like a month ago, and I saw them starting to come out. There was no image for them. It just said Magic the Gathering, and I'm like, okay, I'm interested. And then when I saw the image, I was like, I have to get all of these.
Oh, yeah. I could see that. I could totally see that.
I'm going to have a whole short box of them because there's going to be so many of them.
That's like me. I have to have my Blood Hunt collection because I got every... what is a little tie-in? It's like 84 like literally takes up over half of one short box.
Oh wow,
it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So what are you looking forward to that's coming out this week?
Well, of course, Absolute Batman.
Yes,
is like
we talked about that at the beginning. Super excited about that. We're getting more of the Robins, and we're getting I don't know if I shared it or not. I think I did. But we're getting a glimpse at the back at well, it's not the Bat Cave. I guess it's the Grim Cave.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing more of the Robins. I just love this dynamic so much. I love that it's all reversed.
Yeah.
And that, you know, Bruce is the poor one and Joker's the rich guy.
Yeah.
Jack Grimm. What a name. Right? Jack Grimm. The man who doesn't laugh, or the man who laughs, but he doesn't laugh. He only laughs. I don't know. It's going to be crazy. 116 variant covers. That is insane. I know you guys won't have all of those.
I was about to say, I'm letting you all right now we're not going to have that many covers. I think we're only going to get like a fraction of that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, because I think Rob looks at what gets custom, like, you know, those of us that actually read the catalog and are like, oh, I want this variant, I want that variant, right? So he probably takes that into account, right? And then, and I'm guessing because I'm not in his head, but then I would imagine that he's like, okay, if I have X number of people that are wanting this variant, then I probably need X number of that same variant on the shelf for the people who might come in and want it versus those who have already they're going right in boxes. It's not even going to go on the shelf. Right. So, because I know he seems to pride himself on having a wide variety.
Oh, he definitely
Right.
does.
Because, and I can tell
So
you,
good at
I
it.
know I appreciate that. As somebody who has gone into just to check out, because, I'm loyal, Comic Logic is my comic shop, but I like going into the other comic shops in the area, see what they have in their back issues, see what the stores are like. And almost all of them, in fact, I am going to say all of them because I can't off the top of my head. I've only been to, 3. I mean, it's not like there's that many. I haven't been to any of the ones in Maryland, but I've been to the one in Falls Church and I've been to 2 in Fairfax. And both of them told me, or Vienna, one in Fairfax, the one in Vienna, technically, the one in Vienna is Fairfax to me, but they all told me when I asked, like, if it was a variant that I thought about later, right? And you guys were sold out. And they would be like, no, we don't order any variants.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Unless it's actually on our sub list, right? Like, if I had a subscription with them and I wanted the variant, they would make sure I got the variant. But they don't buy any of the variants to put on the shelf. They just do the A covers. And I found that very surprising.
Yeah.
Given how many of us are there on Wednesday mornings. And we're there, I mean, not just for the A covers. Obviously, we're there for the variants.
Oh, yeah.
We're there to look at them and, which one do I want? Which one do I don't want? So I found that very surprising, right? That the one in Vienna, the one in Falls Church, and the one in Fairfax all said, yeah, we don't order variants unless they're special ordered. And I was just like, wow, because to me, that's just such a core part of what Comic Logic offers. Maybe not a core part, but do you know what I mean? I think that that's special that they do that you guys do that, because those variants are
yeah. Well, a lot of comic shops that I've been into within driving distance, which, as you said, are not many,
right?
But modern comics are not their priority by far. It'll be either older comics or it'll be toys and figures and stuff, which is very cool. I love figures. If you could see,
the one in Falls Church has an entire room just for gaming. Yeah. So yeah.
But if you don't prioritize like modern comics, like Comic Logic does, which is like the main focus, because that store, comic is the first word in the title, and it's the namesake is comic.
Yes.
So comic based and comic focus and comic
logic, and it makes logical sense.
Yeah, so it's comic oriented. You come for the comics.
Yes. You have a client base that is interested in those things to make sure that those things are there and available to them week after week after week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the magic of Rob and all of the team that built the store brick by brick. That was their idea, and that's how they've
made. And what is it, 11 or 12 years now? 11, right? 11 years. 11 years. Oh yeah. 11. Look at that. That is amazing. And through COVID, when so many businesses could not keep their doors open through COVID, that is an accomplishment.
That store is magic.
We love it. It's our home away from home. We would not even know each other.
I know.
Probably without Comic Logic, even though
we do, we should.
You knew my son and his best friend, so we might have met eventually. But yeah, Comic Logic is just the premier comic book shop in Loudoun County. And next Sunday, a week from today, it's a week from today, correct?
It is a week from today.
Yes, a week from today. Join us at Comic Logic for LockCon 2026, our spring LockCon. Special guest prolific writer, Philip Kennedy Johnson. He has written for DC, he's written for Marvel, he's written for Image, he's written for Boom. He's written so many good things. I love his Last God Felspar Chronicles. I have his book. I haven't read it yet, but I'm really looking forward to reading it. I've heard wonderful things about what he did with the Green Lantern.
Green Lantern War Journal is one of my favorites, and I actually got this sign from him.
I see that. That is so great. That is so great. I need to bring in, I'm probably going to bring my Hulk. And we're hoping to at least ask him a couple of questions.
Yeah.
That we can then put up on our website later that day. Have we decided if we're going to do a show on Sunday night or if we're going to push it off till Monday night?
I think we're going to push it off to Monday. Might be
okay,
better.
So next week, folks, to hear that, we're still going to be broadcasting, but we will be broadcasting on Monday, the 18th, to discuss the week's top picks, LotCon, and everything else that happened in the comic world this coming week. I'm really looking forward to LotCon. My daughter-in-law, got to give a shout out to Dragon Witch Apothecary, also going to be at LotCon. They have really enjoyed being there. And of course, we've already talked about Philip Kennedy Johnson. And there will be so many other vendors there.
Most vendors
Comics will be there. They're there every year. Killer Bee Comics is usually there every year. Brandon, Killer Bee Comics, great guy. There's another gal, and her name is escaping me, that does the little hair clips.
Oh, they're
and
so
the
cool.
Cool fairy jewelry. So she'll be there. They get a lot of the same vendors year in, year out. They do 2 LotCons a year, one in the spring, one in the fall. This is going to be great. This is a chance to come out, see your comic community. There's always a good time. It's always, always, always a good time. You will get to see Krista selling comics behind the table. You'll get to see me. I'll be helping vendors out, setting up and just running around, being a gopher all day.
Yep. It's a small little convention just out in the parking lot in front of Comic Logic. It's a lot of fun.
We've got people cosplay. Sometimes there's a food truck. I'm not sure if there's going to be a food truck there this year, so I'm not going to say that there is when I don't know for sure.
There's a lot of good food in the area, though.
But yeah, there are so many good restaurants right there in the shopping center there in Ashburn. There's probably 6 or 7 in the shopping center
at least.
So plenty of things to eat. But yeah, come out for the comics, come out for the camaraderie and the friendship and the community, and see what everybody's got for sale. Actually, I think Joe might even be there selling some 3D stuff. I thought he was talking.
I think he is going to be there, yeah.
He made me, you can kind of see it on the shelf back here. He made me a beautiful Catwoman stand. It's not, he even reiterated he ran out of certain colors of ink. So it was his first try run. But it's really pretty. I'm hoping to get a slab to put behind it. But yeah, so please come on out if you are in the Loudoun County area next Sunday, noon to 4, right? Noon to 4. Both of us will be there. Loudoun County Sirens will be walking around. We will definitely do some short videos. Again, we're hoping to at least ask Philip our question we ask everybody: favorite female writer, favorite female character, favorite female artist. Hoping to get his answer to those 3 questions. So fingers crossed that we get a chance to do that. And of course, he'll be there to sign, get his do a selfie, and all that wonderful stuff. So hopefully we will see you in person next Sunday, right?
Yes.
And then we will be back here on Monday night. Oh, not tomorrow night, but a week from tomorrow night, where we will talk about it all. And I think that's it. Are we ready to wrap it up, honey?
I think so.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to leave with anybody?
No, just everyone have a good week and definitely come and see us at LotCon.
Yes, definitely come see us. All right, guys, we are wrapping it up. Thank you for joining us for our top 10 female characters from independent comic publishers. We hope that you enjoyed our lists. Uh, Let us know in the comments who your top 10 is. We would love to hear it. We'll give you a shout out next week if you do. And we will be, of course, posting this video on our Facebook page as soon as it gets downloaded, which usually is tomorrow morning. So if you missed us live tonight, you can always check us on our YouTube channel. We've got all the socials. We are on Facebook. We are on, I just said it, YouTube. Yeah.
YouTube.
So, we might be getting on Twitter. We're going to talk about that, but we're going to talk about maybe getting on a couple other social platforms where we might be able to stream to you live. So we will see you next week, folks. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will be here same siren time, same siren channel. See you in the funny papers, folks.